let's do the fanfare.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Soul Reclamation Pathway.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, Meet the Monad.
Meeting your monad.
I like it.
That's the one. It's we were discussing about this before we went live, David, weren't we? I mean, like a lot of people go, "What's a monad?" You know, it's not a term that you hear a huge amount in the spiritual field unless you're listening to people like David or myself or Diana, or whether you are familiar with the work of Joshua David Stone. It's a very specific description for our soul grouping and how we actually, what we are really, what we're a physical representation of, and what we're a part of. Because, you know, when we were born into the third dimension, when we kind of allocated to come down from here with, you know, with the seven veils of amnesia around our third eye, having not the foggiest what we're doing down here, like literally not a clue, kind of staggering around survival mode. You're baby first of all, then you're a toddler, then you're a child, then you're a teenager, and then that's when the things that kind of guide you onto your spiritual pathway begin to take place. But at no point during that course of that journey did I have any knowledge or indication that I was part of this huge, you know, like flowering soul group, and I was just a representation of that energy. It really puts things in perspective when you learn what our connections actually truly are.
That's it. And actually, you know, we have this whole other family around us that are working in unity to work towards one common goal that, you know, when we're standing here as an individual, we have no idea about. You know, I've been thinking a lot whilst we've been planning for this, when Tim and I did our video to kind of talk about this series a little while ago, and the words just popped into my head. Ascension is a family business.
I love that.
And you know, I've been thinking about that, and that's really what tonight is about. You know, we have this soul family, this monadic family, that is a part of us. You know, we think of ourselves down here as I am me. This is the entirety of me. This is where it stops. But the reality is that we are so much bigger than that.
Yeah.
And we are not alone. You know, there is a group of us that essentially come from the same source. And let's talk about that in a little bit more detail, shall we, Tim? Just in case, you know, if you're not so familiar with the term monad. Ironically, just as you were speaking then, Tim, I remembered one of the very first times I ever spoke to you. I met you briefly at a Mind Body Spirit Fair, and I bought your book with Diana Cooper. Yeah, that's it. I bought your book with Diana Cooper, and I went home and I read it, and it was amazing, and it changed my life.
Oh.
But I was reading it, I was like, what's a monad? And I messaged you on Facebook. And I'll have to go back and find that. And you taught me what a monad was in that moment.
Right.
It's just funny how things come around, thinking of that now.
Well, it's a unique term, isn't it? I mean, it's not the kind of word that you'd hear normally unless you are specifically kind of engaged in that stream of information. It's I remember you asking.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, everyone knows what a soul is. You know, it's our divinity, basically, that we are, you know, an anchor point for down here. And the term, you know, soul mate, soul family are quite common. But the reality is there's a hierarchy to everything. The entire kind of spiritual world seems to be built on hierarchies after hierarchies as you move up the ladder. But, you know, we are a soul incarnate in a physical body here, and we are part of an oversoul, which contains 12 souls within it. So these are our soul family, our soul brothers and sisters. But then that oversoul is then a part of a monad. So the monad is essentially the level above the soul. We're down here, soul, monad above it. And the monad then contains, as I say, 12 of these oversouls, which each contain 12 souls, which totals 144 souls within a monad. And essentially, when we talk about our mighty I am presence, this might be a term that you're familiar with. We're talking about the monad when we do that. And this is essentially is a pure spark of God, essentially. It is light from the Godhead itself that was forged, probably at the birth of creation itself. And it took on life, it gained consciousness, and it spread out from there to form these souls. Because life went out into the universe, basically. It existed purely in an energetic form. And it went out and gained consciousness, it grew, it wanted to experience life. And it went out and it did so, and it was created from God, so therefore it was a creator. And it was able to create new worlds and stars and all sorts of incredible things. And from there, it reached the end of its experience of what it could, and it wanted to experience more than it could in a single form. So it decided it split itself off, and that's where the oversouls came from. And eventually down the line from that, it wanted to experience even more, and it separated off to the souls. But they all come back to this one original source. Eventually we got to a point there we wanted to experience what physical life was, and that's why we are down here. But we all started life millennia ago as pure light.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're talking about when we are talking about connecting with our monad. It is this highest available version of ourselves, which is essentially God. It's an infinite manifestation of pure unconditional love. And that is exactly what exists within every single one of us. This that you see here is just a meat suit at the end of the day. It's a vehicle that allows my soul to experience physicality, but the light within us that's anchored in through the threefold flame of the heart, which burns within basically the heart center of all of us, that is who we are. And when we die, the light returns back essentially to the monad, and then the body crumbles to the floor and eventually decays. But that light lives on forever and will come down into another incarnation, which then leads us on to ascension.
It does indeed.
Quite nicely.
It's another way of describing the monad, if you want to look at it from a slightly more kind of simplistic term, is super consciousness. So the energy and the wisdom and the vibration and the consistency of your monad and my monad and David's monad is not set. You are essentially harvesting or gathering wisdom and information during your incarnation now. And when you have left and finished this incarnation, you will return to your oversoul and therefore your monad with your findings. And then the expansion of the wisdom then grows. So this is an ever growing superconsciousness. The more we learn, the more you and I learn, the more of our other soul representations, the other 143 members of our monadic grouping learn, the more wise our monads become, because they've learned new and interesting and juicy things. I mean, just think of what we are learning at this moment on this planet. We're doing this transition, this ascension, as David just mentioned, shifting from 3D to 5D. And we've done it, we've decided to do it, bizarrely, in 20 years, where, say, the Sirius constellation, the souls that ascended in Sirius, they had 300 years to do it in. I mean, at some point we must have been laughing around the table when we made that agreement. I mean, I've made this joke and this observation many times before. A 20-year window on planet Earth in one of the toughest schools in the system, and we've decided to do the jump in 20 years. So all of our collective monads are respectively learning about our experience as we do, and we go back with the information and what we've picked up. And the particular lesson at play at the moment is how to retain a physical vibration, a physical one, whilst carrying that ascension frequency. That's the task. Because previously, in the prior dimensional space, in the previous millennia, to ascend meant to leave your physical body, to effectively die, to move to a higher space. So, in many ways, we are creating a descension. We're bringing the vibration to us, and we are embodying it. And ascension it's a change in frequency. If you cut out all the clutter, all of the information that you're going to have coming at you, it's a shift from ego to heart. It's a change of frequency. It's about you. It's not a holiday destination. You're not going off to the fifth dimension with your suitcases packed or anything like that. You are going to be here. The ascension, the vibration, that 5D unit is you. It's you, it's David, it's all of us together. And what's happening at the moment has been happening since the fall of last year. The autumn was particularly kicked off by Diana's monadic merge in Portugal, which was incredibly powerful. That was an incredible step up for all light workers planet-wide, whether we participated or otherwise. And that's all now coming in. It's part of our platform. It's what we're doing, and it's what we're working with tonight, because that particular energy is now becoming so prevalent and so strong, and also what we would regard as essential for stepping into the next phase.
That's it. Well said, Tim. And ascension, the process of ascension itself is one of purifying ourselves. So we step into this life, we move through the veil of amnesia, we forget about who we are on the soul level, we forget all the lessons that we've learned in countless lifetimes before, and basically reset and come back to zero. But regardless of that, we still carry lots of traumas from past lives, lots of karma from past lives, because they come through on the karmic body, the emotional body. The act of ascension itself is of purifying ourselves. It's of overcoming the karma, overcoming the blocks, the challenges, letting go of all of those frequencies, and essentially remembering who we are. This state of being where you realize you are the God self. Most of us know that on paper. We know that we are a physical manifestation of God, but actually feeling that, living that, letting go of all of the fear, the stress, the anxiety, the anger, the pain, all of these different things is the challenge. And it's a huge challenge. And, going back, hundreds of years, because there's thousands of people that have achieved ascension on planet Earth. They are the ones that we call ascended masters because they achieved ascension. But, many of those did it by living in a cave and meditating for 30 years or whatever. And, it was the progression of multiple lifetimes of clearing and working and coming, realigning to the path and doing the work. That's why it's so incredible that we're going through this process in 20 years. And it's exactly the same for us. It is a process of purification. That's why we face so many initiations. That's why the last 11 years of our lives have been so unbelievably challenging, because we are moving into this state of ascension. And we went through a huge gateway at the solstice, the December solstice, where the vibration of the planet, because of course planet Earth is ascending itself, and we are on planet Earth. Basically, the way this process has gone from day one is that planet Earth ascends, the vibration raises, and we play catch up. We let go of what we have to along the way to allow us to do it. Yeah. And that's exactly what we did at the December solstice. And because of this new incredible vibration that we're operating in, we have access to so much more than we ever have done before. So much of our past life knowledge, our technology, our wisdom is basically vibration locked. You'll have heard Tim and I talking about this before. That things are stored away, whether that's kind of on a global technology level or our own individual gifts and wisdom and knowledge, that basically we can't retrieve it until we hit a certain vibration. Well, the vibration that we are at now as a planet is so high. We've got access to so much more. And that is why Tim and I are so excited to be doing this work right now, because Melchizedek has stepped forward and placed this path in front of us, the soul reclamation pathway, so that we can access this highest version of ourselves at a level that we have never had access to before. And that will be a massive leap in all of our own individual ascension journeys. And that's a big part of that is because the world is ready for it now. We need to start moving into this next phase of this process. And to do that, there is going to be way showers that, need to lead by example. And, that's why I think all of you will probably be able to say you're here tonight, because why you've been on the path that you're doing, because you are incredible, amazing, beautiful, wonderful beings who just want to be of service and help people and help the planet, which is just an incredible thing. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But the higher vibration that we're operating at, the more we can do that. And this is such an incredible opportunity.
It is. It is. I just want to address a question by Heather, because it's very pertinent to what we're talking about, David. Heather is asking whether all of our other 143 soul brothers and sisters, aspects of our monad, are currently in incarnation. One thing that's become very apparent is that this is a monadic party on Earth at the moment. You would have never have been closer to this amount of your soul brothers and sisters ever anywhere in the universe. Usually what happens is a monad will send out soul personalities or representations to all corners of the universe. I mean, you can have 143 soul brothers and sisters, and the majority of them, they'll be elsewhere. You won't see them. You won't know whether they're active, whether they're on the same frequency of you. They might be fast asleep somewhere. You just don't know. But at the moment, due to this incredible call out that's been going out around the Earth, all eyes are on Earth, and never before have more members of our soul family, our monads, our oversouls, all come to Earth and converged at this time. So the chances are that a lot of the beings of light that in physical or are on your team, you've heard the terms team of light, that's quite, that covers all bases, basically: unicorns, dragons, ascended masters, archangels, seraphim, whoever's working with you, basically. But you will also be guided very specifically by the non-physical members of your monad or your oversoul. And there's been a lot of soul recognitions going on in the last 10 years. We meet each other at events or online, at workshops, like, oh my God, I know this person. I've worked with them before. There's been a lot of confusion with the kind of the soul reflections and all of the kind of the sacral chakra stuff. But ultimately, you will be alongside people that you've worked together before. We're actually part of a team, and that's the beautiful part about what we're working with at the moment, is we're bringing all of this in, we're inviting it in, it's coming into play at a very high level, and all of the interactions between our respective monads, they are all flowing together so beautifully, all hands on deck. But with great power comes great responsibility. We're getting these upgrades. We've got all this energy, we've got all of this stuff coming back to us, we've got the frequency, we've got the light, but we also have to now step into those boots, and that means being ultimately incredibly precise with our energy, with our words, with our actions, what we apply it to. So there's always a catch, isn't there, basically?
There is, absolutely. Just one thing to add to that as well. What does happen sometimes is that certain members within a monad are doing very, very well on their own ascension journey. And what happens is that maybe some of the others that haven't traveled quite so far forward can basically go, you know what, we're working towards the same goal. What benefits one of us benefits all of us. I'm going to take a step back. Maybe I'm not going to go into physical incarnation right now and work on my part of it. I am going to stay up here and I'm going to assist the members of my monad who are developing very, very well. So, it could be that they come in as guides or something like that within your life, and they can channel light into you. They can, assist you along your path. They are essentially a being of the light. They can work however they need to assist you with your own ascension journey. So, it could be that you're down to the last 5 souls within a monad that are down here doing the job, and the rest of the other 139 of them are, playing support teams to do that. It's very, very hard to say.
Playing tiddlywinks in the astral. Is it my turn yet to wake up?
That's it. This is really boring. I should have gone back down.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is quite a mix in terms of who's here and who isn't, but I would imagine there's an awful lot of people taking part in this series who have other members of their family also taking part. Tim and I have never specifically discussed this, and we'll see if there's a look of horror in his face when I say it, but I believe that Tim and I are part of the same monadic family.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I was going to use this. That's a perfect segue, David, because we've now got to the point where we are working efficiently. Okay, all of you that have tuned in, you will have found the people around you that you resonate with, your soul family, and the absolute. I say this with certainty and clarity that these will be members of your oversoul, because that is how organised and orchestrated this ascension process is. David and I have worked together many times before. We know each other. We're very fluid. We like, there's that instantaneous harmony and soul recognition. The beautiful part about what we're doing is that, having activated ourselves at such a high frequency, that has sent almost like a wake-up flash into our monads to call in the ones who might have been not doing so well or might have been asleep. So it's a huge support unit. And once you've got all these lights on board, it's powerful stuff. It is seriously powerful stuff. So that's where we are now. That's where we're going. That's what we're doing this evening. So
that's it. We'll experience some of that for ourselves tonight. We've got quite a session tonight. We are going to dive straight into the meditation in a minute. Before we do that, I just wanted to talk very briefly about Melchizedek. We're gonna meet in tonight. We're going to be working with him. Tim and I mentioned this very briefly before we officially started tonight. But Melchizedek has been a big part of both Tim and I's individual journeys over lighting us over the years. But it wasn't till the Lionsgate, the last year, that he really stepped through in order to work with us on such a big scale like this, with so many people, with the planetary stuff. He's always there and he's always working behind the scenes. But to be this hands-on is really, truly an honor.
Yeah.
But Melchizedek himself, he's not an ascended master. He's not an angel. He is, and this is where we come back to the hierarchy that I mentioned earlier. He is much higher up the spectrum than that. He is at least a 12th dimensional being. He's often referred to as the father of the angels, because he kind of takes on that sort of that role. I may interchangeably call him father. That's how my relationship with him, and that's how I normally refer to him. Partly because I struggle to spell Melchizedek. I'm sorry. But his energy really is something else. Very just unbelievably loving, paternal. He's got the most wonderful sense of humor. He really has. He's such a joy to work with, and
wind up.
Those of you who have worked with him will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard to put into words, and I hope the rest of you that haven't done will know exactly what I'm talking about by the end of our session.
He can be a bit of a wind up sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Like
You can.
most of them, funnily enough, I don't think I've met an ascended master apart from Master Marco. Love you, Master Marco, who he took a bit of a humour bypass at Atlantis, but I'm gets on with the rest of the Intergalactic Council. So yeah, but they've got wonderful senses of humour. Most of them, will happily joke and laugh around, which is it puts us at ease when we're kind of like used to taking things so very seriously, and life is so challenging and hard. And it's like, well, we've done that. We can laugh our way through anything, kind of thing. It's a beautiful energy.
Laughter is the gateway to divinity. It
It
raises your vibration to an unbelievable level. And if you can, go through everything that we go through on down here on earth and laugh and find joy in your life, then you are doing incredible work.
Yeah.
You really are. You're a long way along the journey. It's a slightly blurry behind me, but this is, of course, Melchizedek behind me. This is taken from, I don't know, you might not be able to see it because we're on like a half
camera. Oh, there you go.
There he is, a little bit blurry, but he's up there. He's sat behind me tonight. It's my one of our pictures that's normally in our shrine downstairs, but I brought him up with me tonight.
Love it. Yeah, it's nice that I can see him now. Overseeing you, David. It's
That's it. Can you still see him? Is he still in shot?
Well, he's kind of there, kind of looking yellow and magnificent, but I can't see him very clearly.
No, I'll try and keep him in shot a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. So get rolling.
I think we ought to. Little word to everybody: if you want to grab yourself a drink and a crystal and make yourself comfortable, do so now, because we're going to be going into this, and it's going to be an extensive visualization we're going to be working through. So, I mean, I always say this: if you do pass out, you're obviously you do need to be like engaged on that level. Don't worry about it. You will receive everything that you need to receive, and you'll also be able to see the point from which you fell asleep on the recording when we send it out at another point. So just
sometimes we just need to get our conscious minds out of the way. That's all it is, and we absorb it directly through the subconscious. In fact, often a much higher vibration than we would have done if we were conscious, because that's why we've been taken out of the way.
Yeah. I'm a faller asleeper in meditations myself. If I'm delivering them, I just go out like a light, basically. So that's make yourselves comfortable, because I think we should be diving in, David. Actually,
I would just, before we do, I'd just like to share a bit of artwork that I've done for us tonight. If I pop this up on the screen, Tim, are you able to just drop your camera out?
I am. Everyone can... There we go.
So this is a particular bit of geometry that I've channeled from Melchizedek specifically for tonight to assist us in the work that we're doing. There is a digital copy of this which you will have access to along with the recording as well, so you can continue to work with this as we move forward. Just to give you a very quick run through of it, essentially the Merkaba, or the Star of David, at the very top is a representation of the monad itself. The semicircle is often something I receive in geometry as kind of like a barrier of the soul, so we see this above that. The triangle at the bottom is us, and with the representation of kind of the soul incarnate in the body is the circle in its center. And you can see we're anchored in directly through the diamond, which is incredibly high vibration. And the pentagon, I believe it is, around that, anchoring us in, connecting us directly to this monad. The octagon in the middle with the circle is a representation of Melchizedek. I asked him if he wanted something more complicated to represent his magnificence, and he said no. So
no,
that's what we've got, and he is drawing our energy up to the monad. The two symbols in the bottom left and the bottom right. The bottom left is a simplified version of Tim's geometry. The one on the right is a simplified version of mine. It's just about bringing our energy in to help stabilize and facilitate this journey.
Perfect. Thank you for bringing that through, David. Your eye for geometry and artwork is just amazing.
Thank you, Tim. So we'll leave that up on the screen now whilst we do this presentation.
Okay. So we, lovely people, are going to dive in now, aren't we?
We are. Let's get yourselves nice and comfy.
Nice and comfortable. Make sure you've got that crystal. Place it over your heart if you're lying down. And bring your attention to your heart now. Take a deep breath in and feel the flow of the universe as it moves directly in and out of your body with each breath. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you continue your breathing, allow yourself to become one with this energy, one with the entire world around you, unified by the light of the universe flowing through you. As you focus on this, become aware of the different types of energy around you, the higher, maybe the lower vibrations. So focus now on the higher vibrations, such as love, positivity, and joy. Breathe this into you, taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, spread your light far and wide, dissolving anything lower than a fifth dimensional frequency. Become the light, focusing on your breathing as you completely transform and alchemize the world around you. And as you continue this, you begin to become aware of a presence ahead of you. An incredibly bright white and yellow light, which appears to be drawing closer by the second. With each passing moment, you can feel your heart beginning to expand as incredible 12th dimensional light begins to radiate through your bodies and your fields. Love and joy, laughter, peace and harmony, and a myriad of other beautiful energies wash over you. As you begin to be able to see through the light, you see the incredible Melchizedek moving slowly towards you. With each step he takes, beautiful golden yellow flowers spring from the ground beneath him. He stands before you now, a thin older gentleman with a long white beard and long white hair, neatly tied back behind his head. He is dressed in long, sunshine yellow robes with a powerful geometric symbol emblazoned upon the chest. His bright blue eyes project kindness and compassion, and he smiles at you softly.
Not a bad entrance, don't you think? He says, with a cheeky grin, before laughing to himself. I am Melchizedek, and I am overjoyed to be in your presence here today. Let me take a look at you before we begin our work together, he says, while scanning you up and down. I do believe we are in for quite a journey. We come together at a most unprecedented time. The ascension of the beloved Mother has been proceeding quite miraculously, but the time is coming where it will no longer be kept for the knowledge of a select group of dedicated souls, working tirelessly to anchor the vibration. It is time for all the children of Earth to witness the true glory within us all. Alas, so few hold the power of faith within their hearts, and will require more evidence of what is truly possible in this world when seen through the eyes of the imbued. They will require your wisdom, your strength, and your compassion in order to see beyond the veil of illusion, to process the truth of their past, and to step into the strength of their hearts. This is why the ascension of those dedicated souls is so critical at this time. You will be a way shower, my beloved, and through your action, you can demonstrate to humanity a better way of living. You have worked long and hard to get to this point, and now is the time for your restoration, to reclaim the true power within so that you can shine bright as the beacon of the light we know you to be. You are not alone in this journey. Not only are you supported by your team of light, your angels, your guides, but you are supported by your monadic family. And this is where we begin our journey. Your soul group consists of you and your 11 soul brothers and sisters. This soul group is one of 12 that make up your monad, totaling 144 souls. This is your family, all born from the same individual spark of the great Godhead, united in your mission for the ascension of the monad. Today we will retrace the steps of your incarnation, back through your entry point to meet your monad, and all the way back to the source, the great Godhead itself. It will be a journey of self-discovery, one that will change you forevermore. But before we begin, may I just say, it is truly my honor to be your guide on this journey. He bows deeply before you.
Melchizedek then places one hand over your heart and the other over your third eye. And at this point you are instantly flooded with incredibly high frequency white light. It fills your vision as your consciousness shifts, as you drift away in this blissful light. You hear the melodic voice of Melchizedek filling your higher mind as you begin this aspect of your journey with him to meet your monad. Before we can head upwards to make this reconnection, it is vital that you have gathered everything that you need for your journey. This journey is a mission of completion, and in order to be complete, we must collect the aspects of you that you have discarded upon your travels. Are you ready? You confirm to Melchizedek that you are indeed ready.
We are going to review your Akashic records. This will show you where and when you dropped or discarded vital soul fragments. And the retrieval of these is a mission that all lightworkers must complete. It requires full acknowledgement of every aspect of you, regardless of who or what you were doing during those times. We are going to connect to the Temple of the Sea to speak to the Masters of Neptune now. As beloved Melchizedek finishes these words, you begin to feel yourself shifting through time and space to another location. As you look to your side, you see him travelling along with you. Feel comforted by this knowledge. Just breathe, relax, and just allow yourself to flow to your next destination.
And now you feel yourself land on the pebbles of a beach. The Temple of the Sea was located in the northern Atlantic during the Golden Era, and the climate was often stormy. Sea foam surrounds your feet, and mighty waves crash on the shore in front of you. As the waves pound the shore, you can literally taste the salt in the air. And this wind, it whips your hair, seemingly coming from all directions at once. Melchizedek walks to the water's edge with a look of bliss upon his face, and he raises his arms to embrace the wind and the sea spray. As he does this, you see the most incredible sight. A vast aquamarine pyramid begins to rise from the water. At first you see just the tip, and then the main part of the pyramid follows, filling the air with the most exquisite aquamarine light. It feels as if the wind ceases, and you both look at the monolithic structure that has risen from the sea, gleaming immaculately, as if untouched by the passages of time.
Directly in front of you, a golden path forms from the flowers you saw earlier that sprung from Melchizedek's feet. They bond together in a powerful unity, creating solid ground for you to walk upon, and both of you step onto the flower path that leads to the entrance of the temple. This is not what they would go to. This is not the usual way that we would go to visit your Akashic archives, beloved. As you are embarking upon such a huge step to the light, we have orchestrated a gift for you, and I hope that you like it. We will not need to search through your records, but rather your records will come to you. Let us see what is being presented today.
Now together with Melchizedek, take a deep breath now, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Completely relax yourselves and enter the sacred Temple of the Sea. And as you step in, you are met with the 7 masters of Neptune. And as they see you, they place their hands upon their hearts in a formal greeting. In return, you and Melchizedek do the same. Without a word, the masters lead you through the awesome temple space, which is immersed in the most beautiful aquamarine light. This light is permeating every cell of your body, and it is raising your vibration as you walk. With every step, you can feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. And finally, you come to a set of stairs that head down, and you're asked to head down them alone. Now, how do you feel as you walk down these steps? Do you feel lit up with curiosity? Or perhaps you maybe feel a little bit of trepidation? And as you descend, you come to a golden doorway that is guarded by 2 vast sentinels of Anubis. And they look at you as you approach, and they ask you to identify yourself via the frequency of your heart.
Now place your hand over your heart and state, I, your name, require entrance to my Akashic archives. I am here to receive the gift for myself, as authorized by beloved Melchizedek. With these words, the sentinels nod and step aside. You walk through the ornate door into the room that has been especially prepared for you. As you step inside, the light dims slightly, and you see torches of liquid flaming gold upon the walls. It feels calm and peaceful, but very different to your usual Akashic or Hall's Fermenti space. The room is empty of furniture, bar a pedestal in the middle with a large wooden chest upon it. Written clearly in your language on the front are the words, "Lost and Found Box. This property belongs to," and then your name.
A big smile breaks out on your face as you realise that this divine gift carries the hallmarks of Melchizedek's humour. To assist you with your incredible work, your monad, your teams of light, and Melchizedek himself have collected lost aspects of you and brought them here for you to integrate. On several occasions, you have done specific work to call these aspects back, and now here they are. Now, with a deep breath, it is time to open the box, to reconnect with the lost and the found aspects of you. Now, this part of your journey and what is contained in the box is for you to perceive and receive in the best way possible for you. So we are allowing a decent period of time to really tune in and experience this for yourself. Trust and receive, and also be aware that these aspects will be returning to you now for some time, and only and as when you are ready.
Say these words out loud now with authority before you open the chest. I, your name, am ready to take the next step on my mission to embrace my highest pathway. I give full permission from my open heart to receive and reintegrate every lost and found aspect of me that I have yet to acknowledge or recognize. I honor that every fragment returned is done so by grace of Source, in order for my soul to be whole and complete once more. It is so. May now open the box. We're just going to allow you a few minutes of silence for you to reconnect with the aspects inside.
And just remember to breathe and relax as this is occurring. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You may receive them all at once, or you might be presented with one at a time, reconnecting with you. You may just receive an energy, just be open for whatever is coming through to you at this time. Open your heart and allow it to flow in. Now you may be starting to feel the final parts reintegrating with you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, you might even feel a sigh from your soul itself, almost as a parent who has lost a child, and how they would express relief upon their return. At this point, this final integration, as this energy is coming into you, you hear a knock on the door of the room, and Melchizedek lets himself in. He looks you up and down with a beaming smile upon his face and says to you, "You owe your gratitude to the Masters of Neptune. They heard your call and they responded by gathering the parts that you left in pain or haste. How do you feel now?" So just at this point in time, take another moment to tell Melchizedek how you feel from the centre of your heart. And just know that as you do so, he acknowledges you so very graciously.
Now is the time to begin your reconnection, beloved, he states. And together you walk back up the stairs to the main temple area and step back into the blazing aquamarine light. The Masters of Neptune await you, and you bid them gratitude for gathering the aspects of you that you thought were lost. We acknowledge your gratitude with love, they reply as one. You came to the Temple of the Sea many times in the Atlantean era, and we know your pathway well. You were not hard to track down.
Beloved Melchizedek indicates that it is now time to start climbing your soul ladder to begin the process of meeting your monad. To do this, Melchizedek gives us all instructions. We are going to speak together the 9 levels of the soul mantra, and this is going to allow you to step up to connect with the highest version of yourself that exists. As we speak each one, you will feel a distinctive shift. So let us begin. I am the soul.
I am the soul.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design.
Now just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as the first level of the soul mantra is activated within you. Moving on to the
And
second.
continuing on now. I am the monad.
I am the monad.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. I'm just feeling this activation now, this light beginning to stir from your monadic presence high above you. And just moving into the third level of the monadic activations now. I am the 6 monads.
I am the 6 monads.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. Feeling a vibration rising with each level, drawing closer and closer to your monad. As we move on to the 4th level, I am the solar monadic grouping.
I am the solar monadic grouping.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. And take a deep breath in as the solar monadic activation connects you to yet a higher level. Feel your frequency beginning to rise exponentially now. You might even feel this within the cells of your body. So we move on to the 5th one. I am the galactic monadic grouping.
I am the galactic monadic grouping.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. Taking another deep breath in. The vibration is continuously rising with each step. Moving on to the next level. I am the universal monadic grouping.
I am the universal monadic grouping.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, for you have the attention of the universal monadic groupings high above you, all linked throughout the cosmos. Feel this lighting up, this activation within you. Again, you might feel this in the cells of your body. You might feel your auras expanding, fizzing with this incredible light As we move into the seventh one, I am the multi-universal monadic grouping.
I am the multi-universal monadic grouping.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
Taking another deep breath in here. Getting closest now to the very highest levels of your monad. Drawing this incredible frequency to you. Moving on to the 8th level. I am the second ray cosmic monad.
I am the second ray cosmic monad.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. Now feel this energy beginning to connect with you, the second ray of love, of peace, of harmony. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we've reached level 9. I am the ultimate cosmic monad.
I am the ultimate cosmic monad.
I am the light divine.
I am the light divine.
I am love.
I am love.
I am will.
I am will.
I am fixed design.
I am fixed design. As you complete speaking the 9 mantras, an incredible energy shift occurs. Just take a deep breath in now. And beginning at the Earth Star, at the soles of your feet, you begin to light up through every one of your ascension chakras, reaching through your chakra column, all the way through your body, reaching up to your crown. As the crown opens, you activate the full width of your Antakarana bridge. As you look up, you can see your entire soul tree lit up all of the way past your solar junction and into the higher cosmos. It's the most incredible sight to see. You resemble the great world tree, Yggdrasil, as your glorious roots of light spread upwards, connecting you to the light of your monad. Just take a few minutes to breathe in this incredible frequency.
So breathe, relax, feel this frequency, feel this connection. Breathing into your heart, holding the breath for a few seconds. And breathe out. Give yourself permission to feel this connection at the highest level. Now Melchizedek takes your hand and informs you that it is time to meet your monad. As soon as his hand touches yours, you feel yourself travelling upwards, moving gently up and up until you reach the top of your own soul ladder. And this is where you find yourself standing in the most incredible space, in a large room that has many sides. Standing around the outside of the room is the most beautiful sight. A collection of 143 beautiful souls standing in perfect formation, as if creating some kind of geometric pattern. This is your soul family that collectively forms your monad. A grid of lines are spread out across the floor made of pure gold, connecting them all to each other. At the very centre of the room there is a golden circle on the floor which seemingly connects every single other soul standing on the grid. Melchizedek now guides you to step forwards and stand in the circle.
As you take your place, you scan around the room, looking upon your brothers and sisters. There may be some souls here who you recognize, either as a being incarnated on Earth, or you may either consciously or unconsciously recognize their vibration as souls who have guided you upon your journey. While you continue looking around, you become aware of a faint but beautiful humming noise coming from within the room. It is slowly building the longer you remain here. And as it does, the grid of gold begins to light up with brilliant white light, getting brighter by the second.
Now, as the light and the sound builds to a crescendo, there is a burst of energy from each soul, and their hearts are illuminated by incredible, dazzling, pure, bright white light. And a moment later, the same light erupts around you, completely surrounding you in this incredible, pure white light. You look across to Melchizedek, who nods to you, and you instinctively know that your soul family is transferring gifts and blessings and wisdom and knowledge and the purest of love to you now.
Just take a deep breath now and welcome these incredible energies into you. Just watch as this beautiful swirl of light, filled with keys and codes, just travels around. Beautiful symbols of light being placed into your bodies and fields in various areas. Beautiful pure love flowing directly to your heart. You may receive flashes of images as this is happening, of what's being transferred. But don't worry if not. Just know that whatever you're receiving will assist you greatly on your own ascension journey.
And then, in a perfect unison, they all stop. You are so loved. A moment passes, and a feeling of joy spreads across the room. Each soul's face lights up with a smile And they leave their places on the grid and they immediately begin to gather around you. As they approach you, they reach out and they take it in turns to touch your heart. Just allow them to impart any messages of love or wisdom that they may have for you.
Don't worry if you can't hear the messages at this time. Just know that you're receiving them at soul level. Just feel the love and the joy from these beautiful souls just for being in your presence. As this is continuing, begin to become aware of a doorway behind this glowing sea of soul lights. This doorway is arched and outlined in shining stars, and it instantly draws your attention from the back of the room. Just take a moment to thank all of your soul family for their gifts and their love. We are all kin, my beloved. Know that you are never alone. The soul before you speaks. We are all united by our common goal, and we shall assist you however possible as you push forwards upon your mighty goal of ascension. Just call upon us and we shall be there. They then place their hand upon your heart once again and nod their head towards you. You reciprocate the gesture, then say your goodbyes. Before moving to and through the doorway, and coming into a glorious space that looks as if it was made from the fabric of the cosmos itself. You can see a massive bright white light at the back of this room. It is somehow familiar to you, and you are completely enthralled by it. Melchizedek, who has not left your side, encourages you to move towards it. Just feel the energy of this light as you draw closer. You even feel a tingle in your skin as the glow begins to reach you. As you draw closer, you can see within the center of its incredible glow the outline of a brilliant golden white pyramid. At its very center, there is a massive pure golden Merkaba. The energy emanating from this light is truly incredible. It is light in its purest form, and being in its presence is like bathing in bliss. Just take a moment to really enjoy this energy, breathing it in. As you're enveloped in this incredible white light. Feel it reaching into the center of your wide open heart. Just breathing it in.
This is you, my beloved, Melchizedek says. Forged out of the darkness at the very beginning of this universe. This is the light of your monad, from which all of your brothers and sisters here were born. When you call upon the power of your mighty I Am, this is it. It burns brilliantly at all times within the centre of your heart. To achieve ascension is to fully qualify this light into the physicality on earth. With each passing day, you draw more of it into you. Now, as you move further into the light, you can feel yourself becoming one with it. No longer sure where your body ends and where the light begins. Just allow yourself now to merge with it completely. And as you reach the Merkaba at the centre, which stands an incredible 12 feet tall, Melchizedek holds out his hand to assist you to climb into the centre of this beautiful golden geometric form.
In an instant, there is a jolt, and you feel yourself being propelled at high speed through space, using this incredible Merkaba as a vehicle. You look around you and see to your side Melchizedek travelling in a geometric form of his own, but one so incomprehensibly complicated it is impossible to put into words. The stars fly past you in a flash as you move through space at the speed of light. After travelling on for a while, you notice that the stars are beginning to fade away, and before you know it, you are travelling through pure darkness. There is nothing around you apart from the light being cast by you and Melchizedek.
Now, eventually, up ahead of you, you begin to see a spark of golden light, and you begin to slow until stopping just before it. Both you and Melchizedek climb out of your geometric vehicles to take a closer look. You watch as the light begins to grow, casting sparks and arcs like lightning, incredible bright white light. This is growing brighter by the second until in an instant there is a massive explosion, and all around you the entirety of space is filled with this incredible white light. Just allow a few moments to adjust before you can look around to find yourself alone, floating gently in this incredible pure white light. This is source light. This is the light of God itself.
Just breathe this in. It's unbelievably high frequency energy is pure love. Peace, harmony, love, joy, laughter, utter bliss washing through every single cell of your being. But yet somehow familiar, just as the monad was. You know this energy. Feels like coming home. As you continue with your breathing, become aware of a massive expansion of your heart center. Just fully opened and expanded out to create a sphere of beautiful, soft pink and white light all around you. And your heart center is absorbing this incredible light of God directly into it. Becoming one with the light. And you begin to become aware of a golden spark beginning to expand from the center of your heart chakra.
Although smaller, this light at the center of your heart is absolutely identical to the incredible light filling this space. You are made of this light. You are one with it. It flows within you. Every action you take is an expression of it. You are the light of Source. Just take a moment to feel into this knowledge. Does it resonate with you? Does it make you feel comfortable or uncomfortable? Do you feel at peace?
As you tune into this, you may become aware of emotions, fears, or patterns in your life that make you feel separate from this light. This, however, is just illusion. And as you stand here today, you can see the truth before you. This is not just your truth, but the truth of every single soul across every single universe. We are all born from the unending light of God. We are all the same. We are all one.
So perhaps if you are feeling any hesitation, now is the perfect opportunity to release, to alchemize or let go of anything that would prevent you from accepting and absorbing this and connecting with that. Just allow it to be dissolved into the light and transmuted into pure, unconditional love. Just breathe and relax. And when you are ready, just allow yourself to merge completely within the light, accepting it into every cell of your being. Become one with this light whilst just breathing and relaxing.
As you breathe this in, the light is entering every single cell of your body. It's filling your spiritual field completely, lighting it up, bringing it into direct alignment with this light. It's flowing into your emotional field, releasing any karma, any past life traumas that you are handing over, any blocks, anything that would prevent you from truly accepting this light. With your permission, with your grace, it's cleansing and purifying it. The light's washing through your mental field. It's again, with your grace, releasing any thought patterns may make you feel separate from this light, cleansing and purifying the field. And then reaching into every single cell of your physical body, into every atom, quickening the electrons, dissolving lower vibrations, and bringing you back into alignment with the perfect atom-cadmium blueprint that you were created from. Restoring your body back to its true divinity as a perfect manifestation of this light.
Now, as you do this, you may feel a warmth igniting within your heart. As you look down to see at the very centre, see the threefold flame burning brightly. 3 individual plumes of light, one blue, the power of God, one gold, the wisdom, and one pink, the love of God, burning brightly, dancing and intertwining with one another. As you integrate this incredible light, the plumes grow taller and brighter, bringing you closer to your true God self within. Just again allow a moment now to truly acknowledge how this feels, to remember it, and to know that you can reconnect with this feeling at any time, because it is within you always.
As you continue to relax in this beautiful energy, the light begins to slowly fade away. And you find yourself gently floating back down, a column of beautiful golden light. Melchizedek is back with you and floating down alongside, but outside of the column. And you look down to see that you are holding in your hands a beautiful glowing sphere of the light of God. You recognize this tube of lights as your Antakarana bridge. You are gently making your way back down to earth. However, as you do, you see the column growing wider. It is being expanded outwards by this incredible sphere of light, making it permanently wider and assisting you to download higher quantities of light from your monad in the future.
And you begin to see planet Earth beneath you, beginning to draw closer as you move further down. And on the surface you can see your beloved physical body waiting for you. And you move down until you are hovering gently beside it. Now as you look down upon yourself, you can clearly see all 15 of your current ascension chakras and your 4-body system, which has been drawn inwards. Instinctively, you know now to place this sphere of light, the light of God, directly into your solar junction chakra, which looks like your own personal sun connection to all of your monadic frequency. And as you do so, there is an incredible burst of energy. This chakra is now lighting up so brightly, glowing pure white with the incredible intensity of this energy. Consider now the solar junction chakra fully open and connected to the light of your monads.
See this chakra completely lighting up, brilliant white as it merges with the incredible light of your monad. Know that this frequency will be forever risen, allowing you to connect back to your monad easier than ever before.
And now feel the light of your sphere igniting your golden chalice of your stellar gateway 2 meters above the top of your head. This again in turn completely opens your stellar gateway, which receives and integrates the ascension light of the cosmos. Just feel your stellar gateway chakra permanently open wider than it was before, able to handle and integrate so much more ascension light for you.
Then the light draws down and connects directly into your beautiful magenta soul star chakra that sits about 16 inches above the top of your head. And as your frequency rises massively with your new connection to your monad, so too do you open up more access to your past life wisdom through your connection to the halls of Amenti within this chakra. And so too, it will now assist with the connection of past life wisdom from your monad, from your brothers and sisters within your monadic family, to assist you further as you continue your ascension journey.
And feel the sphere lighting up the pure moon white of your causal, found just above the top of your crown. This is opening you so much further and higher and wider to the pure world of spirit. All of the pure beings of light, the angels, the unicorns, the dragons, all of the other souls that you connect to. This is now giving you a direct line to all of them. Just feel your causal lighting up with this beautiful frequency.
And then flowing down to the crown chakra at the top of your head, already wide open, but now integrating completely with this incredible light of your monad, rising in frequency and opening you up to receive even more wisdom from the universe.
Now feel the light of the sphere moving through your third eye. Something as amazing is happening as this energy connects with the crystal ball of your third eye. The 6th veil of amnesia is beginning to burn away. Again, as you were born, the third eye had 7 layers. 1 left to go now, Melchizedek says, as the 6th begins to dissolve in the light of the sphere of God. Just breathe and relax as this occurs. And you might even feel some movement occurring within the third eye.
And then the light moves to your Alta Major chakra at the back of your head, raising the frequency, allowing this already white chakra to glow even brighter, even whiter. And as you do this, you feel a massive disconnection from the 3D paradigm on planet Earth, connecting you in deeply to the 5D unity consciousness and freeing up your mind to think for itself. to regain your sovereign power and take control of your own life.
And then feel the light of the sphere within your throat. Again, Melchizedek whispers the message to you. Every word you speak carries the highest frequencies now. Use every word, your speech, your song, your prayer, with the responsibility of an ascended master.
And then moving down to your higher heart or thymus chakra, this beautiful aquamarine vortex merging with the white light of your monad, rising in frequency. And instantly you feel it connecting to your heart, drawing up pure unconditional love, and connecting to your crown and drawing down wisdom from the universe, perfectly balancing your heart and your mind, so that you may move forward with the full power of your heart and the full wisdom of your monad, ever present here on earth, a walking master.
Now take a deep breath in into your heart center. As this beautiful sphere touches and lights up your already open heart, just feel that frequency radiating out from you and lighting up everyone and everything around you.
And the light moving down to your solar plexus, beautiful golden yellow chakra, merging with the white light of your monad, rising in frequency and completely dissolving any cords or attachments and any fear-based consciousness, dissolving into the light. Knowing that from now onwards, this chakra will only draw high vibrational energies to you.
And then feel the activation within the radiant sun-coloured chakra of your navel. You have experienced oneness and interconnection tonight. Now imagine it on a planetary level. Imagine all of the souls living on Earth unifying in a heart-centered frequency as one. And just let this light pulse out now from your navel, the chakra of oneness.
And then the light moves down to your sacral chakra, merging with the soft pink, being filled with the light of God, raising its frequency. And feel the unconditional love of God filling this chakra. Feel the love of your monadic brothers and sisters filling this chakra. Know that you always have these perfect, high frequency, supporting, loving energies in your life.
And now feel the activation within the platinum of your base. This is the anchor point, the seat of your soul, that the highest frequency energies really take root into. So just feel everything beginning to ground in as you realize fully that you wish to be here. You agreed to be here on this planet to take this mission on. Such a powerful step. Melchizedek nods and lets you know how proud of you he truly is.
And lastly, the light moves down through your legs to the Earth Star chakra, just beneath the soles of your feet, fully activating and grounding your body back into planet Earth. And as it does, a beam of light shoots all the way down into the ground, rising in frequency as it does, moving through the dimensional spaces, and then connects in to the very highest aspect of the ascended Earth, anchoring and grounding, holding you in space on planet Earth from now onwards. And the light travels all the way back up, back through your Earth star, through your physical body, through the chakras, out your crown, all the way back up your antecoronal bridge, and back to your monad. Perfectly connected between heaven and earth. As it draws back down to your physical body, it begins to expand out, filling every single cell of your physical being.
Also feel it moving through your mental, emotional, and your spiritual fields. Just allow a few moments for this to flow through you. Breathe and relax.
And just take a moment to look upon this body standing before you, your body, filled with the light of God, glowing like you have never seen it before.
Aha, but there is one final step, Melchizedek says. You have fully aligned yourself with your monadic presence. You have reconnected within the God self within you, and you have prepared your physical body to accept this new vibration of yourself. All that is left for this leg of our journey is for you to realign with your physical body. So when you are ready, step back inside. He takes you by the hand and you move into the position behind your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and step back into your body. And as you do this, there's a rush of energy and a burst of light shoots upwards all the way back up to your antecoronal bridge, back to your monad, all the way back to the great Godhead.
And at the same time, a burst of energy shoots downwards from your physical body, back down into the earth, all the way back to the highest aspect of hollow earth, anchoring you in, fully connecting you back now into your body. Just feel this grounding you back in. Feel the flow of energy all the way back up to your monad and beyond. Feel it flowing back down through you and into the earth. A continuous flow of incredible energy. A perfect anchor of the divine by you right here on earth.
So just allow yourself a moment to recall and remember, maybe to record this feeling. Know that you can hold on to this vibration and recall it whenever you wish. Now thank Melchizedek for being such a wonderful guide on this powerful journey. He reaches out to you and embraces you in the most warm and loving hug. I shall see you again very soon, my child. And he says, bowing deeply before you. So now just fully aligned, fully grounded, back here on earth. When you are ready, feel the ground beneath your feet. Place your hand upon your heart. When you are ready, open your eyes.
There we go. Thank you, Tim. Thank you,
David. Thank you,
Thank you, everyone.
Bit of integration to do now.
Mm-hmm. Lots of water.
Lots
of water.
Details. And as you are coming back to us, might be aware that we have run over slightly, so we do apologise, but once we're in, and that's all there was to
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm feeling so much gratitude to Melchizedek for guiding that. That was such a beautiful present.
What an honour.
Yeah.
What an honour.
So
there was some interesting chakra stuff flowing through there that I was not expecting at the end as well.
I wasn't expecting that either. No. There was definitely a few kind of lightings up and a few expansions that, like you say, I wasn't quite expecting that. There's some pointing out for the throat, the responsibility that we use for our words now. And this has been a theme for this year, have to be so precise with our wording, with our intention, with our energy. With power comes great responsibility.
The vibration of this planet now, there's no messing around. You know, what you put out into the world takes form very rapidly.
It does. There's a huge amount of power in our words. We have had returned to us. The frequency that we carried in Golden Atlantis. So when we use these words, they have so much power. So thank you all. Got all the lovely comments coming up in the chat. Thank you.
Yes.
Glad you all enjoyed it. We did as well.
Absolutely. And that was just part one.
So we got another 2 parts for that. Yeah, that was just a warm up.
Yeah.
Get the deep heat on the legs, that kind of thing. Do a bit of stretching. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on In Bulk on this very auspicious date. David, bless your heart. Thank you for instigating this and bringing it together and just being wonderful, really. So thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me on this. It's such an honour to do this with you, Tim. Thank you.
Absolute banger, as they say.
Yeah, it really was. Just wanted to say as well, so you would have read it in the write-up, but included within this series, alongside the recording, when you receive the email about that, there will be 3 things. You'll have a link to the geometry that we used tonight.
Yeah.
So if you want to, work with that as we move into the next session, you can do. I do actually have prints available on my website as well, which you'll see just in case you want a physical copy.
Yeah.
There is also 2 kind of meditation. There's one, we did say 10, it came out about 15. There was a little bit more than we expected to go in, but there's a 15-minute meditation, which is kind of like a really stripped down version of what we've done tonight. So you can help reinforce, re-anchor in this energy, reconnect it and download it into your body. And then there is a 5-minute invocation, which is, if you've not got time to do the 15-minute one, the 5-minute one will get the job done beautifully. And is there, to really make the most of this series, if you've got the time to do these things every day, it will make a difference. It will anchor it in even more, but it is not required. It is up to you. You move forward as is right for you, but the options are there.
Perfect.
We enjoy using them. And we'll be back on March 14th.
We will. Just to say, drink lots of water. And to respond to a question in the chat, I drink purified water. And I stick it in this copper bottle and then I slurp it out of that. So it's about as good as you can get.
That's it. So yeah, thank you all so much. We can't wait to see you again soon.
Sending you all so much love.
Sending you all so much love. Thank you, everyone.
Happy integrations.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.